Anyways, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time to get into the Freeman Mazda stat of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, the Freeman Mazda stat of the week, presented to you, of course, by Freeman Mazda, is a stat that could result in a franchise record. And it's got to do with one of the best defensive players on the Cowboys this season. And I am talking about a defensive back, to be even more precise. I am talking about the defensive back that leads the entire NFL in sacks. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Donovan Wilson is number one in the league with 5 sacks in 2022. This is one game before the regular season finale. But the interesting part of this stat is that he's actually tied with none other than Bill Bates for most sacks by a defensive back in Dallas Cowboys history. And Donovan Wilson has been completely amazing for the Dallas Cowboys this season. Think about this. He's done it all for Dan Quinn. He's played 378 snaps within the box. He's played in 341 snaps at free safety, 88 defensive snaps as a slot cornerback, and then 77 more snaps at the defensive line. And that's allowed him to be the Cowboy with the most QB pressures among non-defensive linemen, most sacks as well. He has 1 interception, 1 pass breakup, 1 forced fumble, and this is one of my favorites, 36 defensive stops. That is second in the NFL behind DeMarcus Lawrence and second tied with Cowboys superstar Micah Parsons. Donovan Wilson has been absolutely insane for the Cowboys this season. And you can see him shoot through gaps at elite speed, game speed specifically. He can close in on offensive ball carriers in the blink of an eye. And Donovan Wilson has gotten 5 sacks because of different things. Sometimes it's Dan Quinn's beautifully designed pressures in which Donovan Wilson can go untouched at times at the line of scrimmage. But also, we just saw an example of one of his best sacks last Thursday when the Cowboys played the Tennessee Titans, and you saw Donovan Wilson mirroring Joshua Dobbs, changing directions as he went. Closed in, got the sack. He's got a great burst. So, ladies and gentlemen, Donovan Wilson, that is your Freeman Mazda stat of the week. 5 sacks, most in the NFL right now, most in Dallas Cowboys history, tied with Bill Bates. He can take that record for his own with 1 more sack on Sunday versus the Washington Commanders. So a little bit of history seeking there heading into the regular season finale. Just as a fun fact, Bill Bates had 5 in 1984 in 12 games. He only played 12 games, had 5 sacks, most by a Dallas Cowboy defensive back in the history of the franchise. Having said all of that, do me a favor and let me know, what is your one word to describe Donovan Wilson? Let me know in the chat whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. And while you give me your answers, and before I give you mine, let me talk to you about the Freeman Mazda Ride of the Week as well. The 2022 Mazda CX-30 Premium. This one starts, ladies and gentlemen, at $32,130. It's got all-wheel drive. It's got heated power, memory foam, leather seats, Wi-Fi hotspot, which is a game changer, a sunroof, premium audio, and a miles per gallon capacity of 24 when you are in the city. That goes up to 31 when you are in the highway. Make sure that you check out the Freeman Mazda Ride of the Week. They brought you the Freeman Mazda stat of the week. There you go.